A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Welcome to all the students of class 11th, subject political science. Dear students, today we will like to discuss some of the core provisions of the Constitution of India with reference to individual freedom, social justice and secularism. There are various core provisions of the Constitution of India, but today we will discuss the three provisions, that is individual freedom, socialism and social justice and secularism. Dear students, you know that it is difficult to delimit the philosophy of the Indian Constitution to a single word. The Constitution has enacted a preamble which reflects the philosophical vision of India. And जो हमारे पास हमारी preamble of Constitution है, that is the sum total of the Constitution. And the Constitution supports the philosophy of the building an India based on secularism, socialism, federalism, and protection of religion and linguistic minorities, and commitment to liberty, equality and justice by sharing the dignity of the individual and the unity of the diverse nation. तो जो हमारी preamble of Constitution है, that clearly defines that there is protection of liberty, individual freedom, social justice, and our model of the Constitution is based on socialism and secularism. And the philosophy of the Constitution is highlighted by various core provisions, some of which are discussed over here. Number one is individual freedom, which is one of the core provisions of our Indian Constitution. You know that the Indian Constitution is committed to individual freedom. That Constitution of India clearly says that all the individuals are equal before the law of the country. The deliberations and the political activities of over a century have given this freedom. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, in the beginning of the 19th century, has voiced his concern for freedom of press. Raja Ram Mohan Roy की जब हम बात करते हैं, who was one of the greatest social reformists of India, he has committed his trust and struggled for freedom of press. Roy's contention was that a state should commit the people's needs, should be given to the opportunity for the communication of these views. Likewise, you know that the India led by Golok and Tilak had contended for freedom of press during the British rule. राजा राम मोहन राय की जब हम बात करते हैं, या जब हम गोलक की बात करते हैं, या तिलक की बात करते हैं, those who were also the prominent leaders and philosophers, socialist, these social reformers also, they have vehemently acted for the settlement of the freedom of press and individuality. And then the another provision is that social justice. You know that the Indian Constitution is not committed only to the ideal of liberalism. It blends liberalism with the ideal of the socialism. The Indian Constitution makes provisions which commit Indian state to deal of social justice. वो इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन हमें सोशल जस्टिस की भी गारंटी देता है, राइट इक्वलिटी हैज़ बीन इंक्लूडेड इन एज ए फंडामेंटल राइट, जब इसे आप सभी लोग जानते हैं. It tries to overcome the centuries old prejudice and injustice against caste discrimination. आप सभी को मालूम है कि हिंदुस्तान के अंदर कास्टिज्म का मामला था, इनइक्वालिटी थी, and this because of this that fundamental rights, social justice has been prevailed for the to promote welfare of the weaker sections. And the constitution makers provided reservation for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes in the legislature, public sectors, jobs and education institutions and all other fields. And thereafter we know that there is we have another code provision, that is secularism. You know that secularism is a philosophy which state treats a religion as a private matter. हमारी इंडिया के अंदर जो सेकुलरिज्म है, that is somewhat different from as compared to the Western secularism. You don't know that state has nothing to do with religion. It is a private matter of an individual. There is no state religion. In India also constitution is secular, both in spirit and character. That means to say that every person is free to practice any religion as per his choice. And you know, though the word secular was not mentioned earlier, it was included later in making India as a secular democratic republic. Clear? The Western concept of secularism means segregation or mutual exclusion of state and religion. So you know that the mutual exclusion concept of the Western secularism was inapplicable to India. But we say that when we talk of secularism, India is neither a religious state, nor irreligious state, nor anti-religious state. Clear? So we know that the term mutual exclusion depicts that both religion and state stay away from the internal affairs of each other. The state does not interfere in the religious domain. Likewise, the religion does not influence in the policy of the state. That religious has nothing to do in the policy of state. Anytime when religious is used for the policy of the state, it segregates the integrity and national integrity and character of the individual. So state is the religion is separate from state, the religion is separate from government. You know that in India, in our education institution, no religion is practiced legally in any educational institution or taught in any educational institutions. Thank you.